We always want to self-validate our success in the world of business ownership and entrepreneurship. Amen. We need to be that awesome mental team for ourselves some days. We got to say, listen, I am awesome because I am this, this, and this, and this is what I did today. So I'm going to feel really good. Put a birthday candle in a food of choice and just be like, this is a win. And then move on. All right. So as she said, my name is Bridget Hom, and today I want to share with you, I need to actually share my screen. Oops, 1 second. I want to share with you how to monetize your influence in Q4, how to close clients, how to empower more people, and how to honor your roles and your goals. How does that sound? Excellent. Hey, look, I just said that. Close more clients, empower more people, and honor your roles and goals. Is that the goal for you in Q4? Is that the goal for you in every quarter? If just give me a hands up or yes, high five, virtual high five, because I want to know that this is for you. So this is me. I actually, during the reinvention evolution of 2020, I was on my way to getting Zoom divorced, moved out of my big, beautiful home. Virtual school happened for my 3 young boys. And then my job in the seniors industry disappeared due to the new safety regulations. So I had no income coming in, and Bridge to Freedom coaching was just a side hustle at the time. I had a total of 3 clients, one in which was my son's school principal. One was the neighbor. The other one was someone I met in business networking. I got a random Zoom business networking link, showed up on a Thursday morning at 8 a.m. and said, Bridget, I'm here at Bridge to Freedom Coaching. Are you ready to level up? And as all of you know, we're building the plane while we're flying it. And so what happened next? I had 6 clients within 6 weeks. My 90-day Find Your Freedom program was born, self-paced group coaching, group sales trainings, motivational speaking engagements, best-selling books stuck on ready, because it takes too long to get ready in entrepreneurship. And we got to keep making moves. And I have been able to empower hundreds and thousands of entrepreneurs since then, getting to the 6K plus income during the hours of 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., which I think is important. How many of you like those hours of operation? 8 a.m. to 3 p.m.? Heck yes. All right. So first off, I need you to know that your mindset is your number one problem and your number one solution. Your business is only as successful as you believe it to be. Close second to what you want to focus on for business growth is strategy. And we're going to talk about that the rest of our brief time together. Empower more people with your incredible solution. I always like to say empower people, right? Instead of the phrase that we all know, hurt people, let's just start spreading the empowerment. As a side note, does anyone know what empowerment actually means? Empowerment means, according to Webster's dictionary, giving someone the authority or power to do something or be something. That is what you do. You empower people with more and better. Because let's be honest, nobody wants our product, message, or service, but everyone wants more and better. And you have to believe that you have the more and better to offer them. Because people buy your authority, credibility, relatability, and your belief before they ever are interested in your product, message, or service. Or mine. The first strategy I want to give you, if you are looking at your hours of operation, which I suggest you have, regardless of whether you have all the time in the world, the truth is you don't. You have time every single day to honor your roles and goals. The average person, actually all people, have 168 hours in a week. That is the one thing that the millionaire and the person working 9 to 5 have in common. So we all have the same amount of time. So you want to decide during your hours of operation, do the tasks that I am doing equal dollar signs? You can easily write out your tasks for the day. If you have a referral partnership, how many dollar signs is that conversation? Client, how many dollar signs is that conversation? Content creation, how many dollar signs is that conversation or that content creation? And I always say during your hours of operation, you want to focus on these 5 components: clients, prospects, prospecting, networking, and content creation. Don't worry, if you need me to tell you that list again, just put it in the chat. Hours of operation, you should be focusing on this list. Next up, optimization. I encourage you to take a really good look at the tasks that you are doing every single day and how you can optimize them. If you have a lead magnet, has it been speaking to the SEO of your client's mind, which I call marketing, right? Has it been effective? Is what you're doing in your conversations effective? Are the networking group that you're a part of, if you haven't gotten clients from your networking group in a month, go into a different one. If you have to take a really clear look at exactly what you're doing and is it producing dollar signs? Is it transforming relationships into revenue for you? Because we got into business for ourselves for a reason, right? We believe we deserve a partnership with our future successful self, a romance with life, right? And to monetize our influence. Because when we monetize our influence, we empower more people to be better and do better. So look at what you have in place already, your email blast. Where do you need to optimize? Maybe get some insight into to see why it's not working. Do you know your numbers? Do you know how many conversations you need to have a week to get clients? And I highly recommend you have at least 20 to 30 conversations a week in the Zoom world to optimize to the 10K plus months. Focus on 1 to 3 growth strategies for effective prospecting. I believe in posting across the platforms, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Put the same post on each platform, okay? You have a different audience on each platform. But are you going to implement a posting schedule? Do that consistently. Are you going to make networking groups a part of your business growth strategy? How many are you going to get to a week? Are you going to be an expert at building those referral partnerships and following up? Phenomenal. Are you going to get on more podcasts? Splice those up and put them on social media? Phenomenal. But choose 1 to 3 to focus in on and do daily. This is one of my favorite topics because the close gives people the opportunity to have more and better. And there's no such thing as acceptance or rejection in the world of business or relationships. There's only alignment. So when it comes to the close, you are really focusing on helping that person become problem aware and solution seeking. And you're always being the same. I always say in my book, Stuck on Ready, I talk about the successful entrepreneur is always in the mindset of being problem aware and solution seeking. And the goal is to help the people in front of you to be the same. Because if they're not problem aware, why would they ever seek out your solution or mine? So I want to encourage you, you always want to start there. And I'm going to give you something that's actually in my training, How to Close Prospects Within 30 Minutes, which I will give you a gift and it has access or an invite to that training. The first question you ask after creating some relatability and finding some ways to feel connected to each other, because that's always the beautiful part of what we get to do, right? Is to say, I'm curious, when you thought about us chatting today, what was your thought? When you thought about us chatting today, what was your thought? Because you always want to honor the intention that someone brought to your time together today. And I'll tell you this, I have screwed this up a few times because before I started asking that question all the time, I remember getting to the end of a conversation in networking. They go, oh, I wanted to talk to you about your 90-day and I wanted you to coach my team. And I just go, huh? What? But because we had such an enjoyable conversation, which happens in networking, right? We just had the runaway train of thought conversation. And that was lost because the momentum was gone. Of course, I sent the follow-up emails and all that jazz. You guys get it. But it was gone. The magic was gone. That's why I always say within 30 minutes, somebody knows if they want to work with you or not. But it's your job to give them the opportunity to say yes or no. So I want to encourage you in that. You want to always be giving people the opportunity to have more and better. You want to be giving people your belief that they deserve to have the more and better. You know, when I founded the Law of Deservability, it's chapter 4 in my book. And the law of deservability is this: we create our reality, our relationships, and our business, not based on what we desire, but what we believe we deserve. because desire is from a place of lack. Deservability is from a place of confidence and aligning your conscious mind and your subconscious mind together. Alignment's our highest form of energy. One more note about the close. I love to say that, flip half your statements into questions. When you feel like you don't know your prospects, you don't understand them, it's probably because you're giving too many statements. And empowered questions never begin with why. In all of your conversations, you want to be using empowered questions, which begin with what, how, when, do. How are you planning to do this? When ideally would you like to get started? What is your next move? Because why is an introspective question. And when you're in active calls with people, sales calls, otherwise, you want to always have action-oriented conversations. Because action is what gives people the opportunity to more and better. You want to incite action in people, whatever that is. You always want to be adding value to people. And you have to believe that what you have to offer is the highest form of value that they can have. And one more thing I always love to say, listening is the universal language of love and respect. So when you find yourself feeling like, I keep hitting a wall with these conversations, right? You might be giving too many statements. You need to pause with a purpose, step back, and ask some more questions. Make it a game. Like, with children, a question game. Make it a game. See how many questions you can ask somebody. And I guarantee you will feel so much more connected to your prospects and your referral partners. So I want to give you a gift for showing up today. It's how to transform relationships into revenue. And it's an e-guide for you to continue to grow your prospecting abilities. Because the truth is, that is the bulk of what we do every day. ABP, always be prospecting. So I want you to have some creative ways to break free from the business of the box mentality and step into that place where you are empowering more people with your incredible solution. And I'll put these links in the chat, don't worry. And I'd also like to invite you to the community. I do a live every single Monday. And you are more than welcome to say, Bridget, talk about sales. Bridget, talk about prospecting. I just need some happiness strategies today. Or I just need to get out of my own way. Whatever that is, you're welcome to be a part of it. And you get my audiobook, my best-selling book, for free for joining. So it's Bridge to Freedom Coaching Community for entrepreneurs and business owners.